Hey there guys, Prince the Harukun here, and welcome back to Let's Play Golden Sun. In the last episode, we liberated Kalima and Bilibin from the evil trees, and here we're gonna go ahead and check this jar to get an apple because I missed it, and I was dumb. And I also apparently forgot to heal myself too. So, we're gonna go ahead and use this on Eric. And now that Kalima's better, it actually has some equipment options for us. So we're gonna go ahead and hit here, and we can get Adept's Clothes. Holy crap, Adept's Clothes! These are going to be incredibly useful to us for a long time, and I forgot to sell stuff off of me, because it's been a while, I guess. And then I don't need these oil drops anymore. Okay. The Adept's Clothes actually increase your maximum PP by 8. And that's really handy, and we're probably gonna have this armor for a long time. Okay, so now that we're done with that, actually, I went ahead and bought all the armor for everyone and went ahead and equipped it to them. I actually forgot to get poor Eric here a better sword, because his longsword is really old now, and I probably could have something better at least. At least a broadsword, but I kinda derped up on that a little bit. Which I guess the broadaxe would have been a better choice, but whatever. We can also get the heavy mace, not very useful. Hunter's sword also not useful at all. So there you go. And there's no new artifacts for them. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and continue onward. And we're gonna head to the east here, because we actually got a brand new area we can go to now. Now that we're sufficiently geared and leveled and prepped. And if you would have shown up to this bridge earlier, then that guy would have been a tree, and he wouldn't have been able to have lowered the bridge for you, and you couldn't have gone through. So you had to restore Kalima before you could get here, and you couldn't do that unless you do both things. And what's interesting here is that if you actually talk to him, enjoy every crossing, for it could be your last. You would understand, but it's truly a joy to cross this bridge. I guess this is a really important bridge, even though it's not much of something, and there's a lone guy here whose sole purpose is to raise and lower the bridge. And that's a really sad life when you think about it. Here we are, we're on a brand new part of the world map, finally. Jeez. So, now that we're on this part of the map, there's some new enemies here, which hopefully we'll get to show off, but we won't because they're ooze, and I'm gonna dodge like a bro. Like a bro? No! Like a champ! This is why you don't record late at night / early in the morning, folks, because then you say weird stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off these oozes, who are not in fact weak to earth. I accidentally smacked my controller against the... Oops. Yeah, they're weak to Mars. So, with that out of the way, we're here at Fuchin Temple. Fuchin Temple is really neat, and we're going to be doing a little bit of stuff here. It's worth noting that there is in fact not an inn in this town. So as a result, we're going to manually heal everyone, and then we're gonna get the Synergy Stone, which, unlike a lot of Synergy Stones, will respawn anytime you go to the world map and come back. So if you need to heal, you're gonna need to take those steps. And there's also this guy here if you ever have any characters that are dead or need poison recovery. So this guy's cool, and if we talk to him, he'll just give us the typical dots. But if you check this jar over here, you can get a unicorn ring. Guess what? The unicorn ring is, you use it to remove poison. So if you ever get a character that gets poisoned, you now have a pretty much permanent heal to poison with this unicorn ring. Pretty handy. But yeah, he'll just dot at you, so if we instead hit Mind Read, I do, apparently. No one else is in here. Yes. You did? Who is them? Sure. He knows a lot of stuff, apparently, about us. But you must go through Mogul Forest. Okay. Endless Woods. Okay. Well, we're not exactly ordinary people, so I suppose... Wait, you could? As in what? You're making no sense! Okay, I can do that. Sure, I have nothing better to do. We're not on a quest to save the world or anything, so I'll take your waterfall tests. And what did you just do? Did you just send a cell phone transmission out of your head? Are you a good source of Wi-Fi? And we're the only ones who can read minds, huh? I will do just that. And if you read his mind, he actually will bring this up. You enjoy reading the minds of others, do you not? Well, yeah, I do. I will. But no. But it's cool. What does he say if you say no? That is good. Enjoy reading the minds of others while you still... I said no! How can I state that I don't enjoy something and then you tell me to enjoy it while I can? Okay. Maybe I read the statement/question wrong. Well, anyway, if you come over here, this is one of the very few cases of which you can talk to an NPC from a distance. Nyunpa. He's got a cool name. I like it. Do not enter until you are ready? Okay. Well, we're about to find out, aren't we, Mr. Monk? That would have been like the perfect time to end an episode, but I'm not going to. So here we are at the Fuchin Temple Grotto. The dragon's flame illuminates the path of truth in the darkness. Very interesting. That treasure chest over there drops a game ticket. One of these. It is not worth it in the slightest, in my opinion, unless you want the experience in fighting a mimic. Don't do it, unless you want. I'm not going to, because I don't like fighting mimics. And if it was like a water of life or something, that'd be different. But it's not. Alright, so this is a way we can use to get back to later, but for now we can't go there. If we head through here and read this, it'll say, Ray of lights give birth to shadows revealing the way. And if we walk in here, well, this room is dark, and there's really nothing we can do in here besides step on really pointy spikes that don't really look much like spikes. And we don't want to step on spikes because spikes will hurt you and or kill you. And that's bad. Spikes are bad news. So instead what we want to do is we want to take the long way route and fight moles and dirges. That's always fun. Dirges don't have a lot of health if I remember right. The mole has much more health, but not by much. You felled mole! Man, dirges don't take a lot of damage from anything. Oh, never mind. Should have figured their weakness would have been Jupiter. I'll never remember the element names based on their thing. Okay, I cheated here. Pretend you did not see that. That's supposed to be a secret. We'll just pretend that that didn't happen. Okay. So we want to come down here, and there's a bunch of spikes, and obviously stepping on them is bad news, and you don't want to do that. So instead we're going to go around here, and walk across this thing. Because we need to get to this room right over here. And this will take us to this, which will allow us to get over here. And if the game would be so kind as to illustrate my point, there we go. We wanted to do this because we need to get here. Now this puzzle can be really complicated, and you'll be like, what do I do? Well, it's simple. You move this to the left one space, then you can move up here, and when it's do that, that'll allow you to jump on this stump, /log, /whatever, so you can move over here. Pretty simple. It's not as hard as it might seem. And we can now talk to this Jinn, who will then fight us, because that's what we do, and he caught us by surprise. Really? Of course he does. That's how these games work. I have no luck. I have no luck and I must scream. We're gonna use Breeze because we really probably need the resistance boost. I'm gonna heal up Zach just in case. And overall, increasing resistance against something that generally casts energy a lot is a good idea. And you are weak to that, I figured. Yeah, like, that still did a lot of damage, but it didn't do nearly as much. Like, it only did 37 damage to Sarah, who isn't even resistant to that at all. So I would say that's pretty good. Heat Wave... You should probably physical attack, because we might get lucky and be able to pull off... No. We just need to spam Ragnarok on him. There we go. Yeah, Quake Sphere. Quake Sphere, I believe, is his highest level version of Quake, of the Quake type moves, I think. It should be. He might have another one, and I'm just not remembering it. Alright, we got Zephyr. Oh man. Zephyr is crazy handy, because it increases your party's agility. That's really handy, because agility is what determines who gets to go first in battle. Which effectively means that if you can increase your whole party's agility, that means that even characters like Eric or Sarah can go before enemies, even though they normally wouldn't be able to, because they're usually really slow. And that can come in real handy. Trust me, it's good. You want that. But we can take this and head this way. And I believe we have another puzzle here. So what you want to do is you want to move over here, and you want to take this log up. But then, after you do that, can you jump to that one? I can't remember. You should be able to. Yeah, you can jump back to that one. And the reason you want to do that is because now we can take this as a path over here. So that way we can go down these stairs. And we'll get the Dragon's Eye. And that's really useful. Because now that we've got that, you can go up these stairs here. And you see this dragon here. It's a statue of an eyeless dragon. What went in its sockets? Well, if I had to make a guess, it would probably be this Dragon's Eye. And it lights up the room for us, and as I accidentally showed off, reveals a path there that you can actually take, and you don't need to get the Dragon's Eye at all, which is really cool. But the reason I took this path is both to show that off, and to get the Jin in here, because I felt that was necessary. We'll show off Quake Sphere, even though we don't really need to, because that's really overkill at this point. Just overall wreck face. There we go. You get a lot of experience now from enemies. So if you're a little bit low on the levels, this is a good place as any to grind these in the area and out in the world map. So now that we've done that and revealed the path, we want to go back up these stairs. Because now that we have that path revealed, we can go ahead and take it, which we actually could have done before, but it probably would have confused you. And actually, I don't know, do you have to have the Dragon Eye thing, or can you actually do that without doing that and just, like, completely stomp this? Because here we are at the end, and the secret of Key shall be revealed to the Disciples of Truth. If we check this chest, we'll get the Orb of Force. And the Orb of Force is super cool, because it'll teach us the Force Synergy. And I like to give this to Roy for no discernible reason. And we now have Force. Which, if any of you have seen Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball in general, which I'm sure many of you have, this might look familiar to you. It's pretty much what it looks like. It's a thing of Ki shooting forward. Or in this case, well, a giant hand in the shape of a fist. Basically, we got the Kamehameha, is what I was getting at. And that was what we came in here for. Because we're gonna need this in order to take on the Mogul Forest, as that master guy told us prior. And I did this puzzle wrong for some reason. Why is my mind blanking? Because I am blanking and I'm tired, and I shouldn't be recording when I'm tired. I got into a random encounter right at the end here, are you serious? Okay, that was annoying. But anyway, we've done it! If we talk to him... Yes, we did in fact complete the test. I guess so, if you count that. I imagine he would be, considering we just completed the test, and that's what we said we would do, and we did. So I guess we're gonna talk to him, and as you can see... Oops, what? No. No. So, wait a minute. If I say no and then yes, what do you say? Oh. I accidentally insulted their beliefs. Okay. Good. I'm glad I could be of assistance there. Alright, well, we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna talk to Nyanpa. Well, the game will force us to. Yeah, we're excellent! Well, to be fair, it wasn't exactly challenging, but, you know, we're pretty good at what we do, I'd say. Oh, you do? Okay. No. I guess I'll say I'm not confused. What's the point of explaining this anyway? If I'm... Because you said key, and you're basically equivalating key to synergy, so it makes sense. Explain it anyway, I guess. There is really spiritual power. I mean, it makes sense, you know? Wait. You didn't teach me anything. You made me go get an item that taught me. You're not the one teaching me this synergy. I don't know. That's what we're gonna find out, right? That was your whole intent and purpose with this, right? And of course I'm curious. Monsters that wait in hiding would show themselves. Well, generally, if they attack me, probably. So yeah, I guess so. Well, yeah, that's true, but I can't help it if they attack me first, man. They will run once they know you can see them. Oh, I see where this is going. If they don't get lost in the woods, that actually means that we can... Okay, I gotcha. That makes sense. And if you talk to him, he'll tell you he'll tell you exactly what you need to get through the forest. But if you mind read him... Now that I have passed my knowledge of Ki along, I am without worries. Farewell, Zack. Take care of yourself. What does that imply? I don't like that. I'm just going to leave. Alright. So that was Fuchin Temple. There really wasn't anything of particular major note in there. And as far as I know, there's not anything else around here besides the Mogul Forest. So, I think that'll about do it for this episode. This one's a bit of a short one because I don't want these to be like 30-minute episodes every single time, because I feel kind of bad. And you know, I say that a lot. And we're actually right here now to give you guys a quick update on where we are on the map. We've still got quite a bit of ways to go though, so we've still got a bit of game left. Alright, so in the next episode of Golden Sun, guys, we will go through the Mogul Woods. And we'll find what secrets lie in wait there and get through it and continue our adventure to find Treacherous and Minardi. And maybe we'll find more stuff along the way. So with that, I've been Prince Harukun, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later, guys.